Now, just a few weeks ago, we had a whole slew of coaching introductions from Southeast, and we now switch gears over to Jacksonville today as we connected with their new wrestling coach, Zach Stout. After being an assistant the past few years, the team knows exactly what to expect from Stout. Someone that's tough, but someone who knows the right times to step back.
I think the kids would probably tell you I can be a little bit hard-nosed sometimes, that's for sure. But I like to think of myself as whenever they need it, right? And I know when to pull back. So I enjoy being vocal. I enjoy, making sure kids understand technique, but also being there for them because it is a draining sport, right? It is a tough sport, right? Those losses hurt bad, and being there for those kids in those moments is just as important to me.
And through his experience competing in high school, competing in college, and his time as an assistant, that allowed him to learn a lot. He enters the new season focused on keeping retention up in that difficult sport, while also helping the kids improve, primarily by just wrestling.
In other programs I've been a part of, we get really focused on, being in the greatest shape and doing a million sprints. I loved Coach Sechrist's approach of we're just going to wrestle and that's how we're going to get in shape and that's how we're going to get better in this sport. In terms of keeping retention up, and that's something that it's hard to do in a sport like wrestling. It's a tough sport. It wears on kids. And he did a terrific job of retaining kids who maybe became a little stressed and a little fried.
And continuing our coverage of Riverton football, the program is not fielding a varsity team this coming season, but they have plans to return back to the Sangamo Conference and be on everyone's schedule next year. Through this down year and going forward, Sangamo Conference Secretary Phil Appleby says they are completely behind Riverton.
It was very clear, no one is upset with Riverton. We get it, these things happen. Riverton will slide right back into their schedules. We'll all have Riverton on our schedule. It's not going to change anything. There's no one's looking to remove Riverton or anything like that. We want Riverton in there. We want them to have a successful program, and we support them 1,000%.
And both the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes and the Danville Dans will have to wait out this Tuesday without any baseball. The Dans home game against Dubois County will be made up on July 19th, while the Shoes, who were traveling to take on the Cape Catfish, will make that one up on July 24th. Both teams back in action on the road tomorrow. And some MLB news that includes a few local athletes. Glenwood alum Phil Matten was traded to the New York Mets today, while a few days ago, Champaign Central Tanner Gordon was able to make his MLB debut with the Rockies. Congratulations to Gordon and best of luck to both of those guys continuing on those next professional adventures. But for now, that does it for sports. I'm Sammy St. Jean.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.